Welcome to Create Arts Online. I'm Nicole Austin, and I will be teaching altered journals. The reason I started creating journals was because I needed a safe, private place to explore my thoughts and desires. It is also a place where I can practice my art and find my voice as an artist. I have a collection of journals I have filled from over the years that show my progression and my journey as an artist. In this course, I will start with introducing different types of books that can become your personal art journal. You can use anything from a vintage book to a simple notebook. Next, we will explore the variety of materials you can use. You can customize it based on if you are creating in one place or you are on the go. I will introduce you to my favorite materials and supplies that I use that include vintage ledgers, Stabilo pencils, oil pastels, stencils, different kinds of washi tape, custom-made collage paper, and more. Once you have gathered your materials, I will demonstrate multiple ways to alter your journal pages. This will be your opportunity to watch me work in real time as you get inspired to express your own artistic style. I will demonstrate how to go from a blank page to something that is full of color and life. You will learn how certain materials will achieve a resist and what materials layer well together. By the end of this course, you will have a variety of techniques to use over and over on as many altered journals as you can create. In the next section is a PDF for download with all of the suggested materials and supplies. I hope you will join me on this creative adventure.
Nicole, thank you so much for coming to Create Arts Online. This is such a great course. I'm so excited to have you introduce this to our students. It's just awesome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Absolutely. So before we talk more about the course, tell me a little bit about how you got started as an artist, because you really have some amazing talents that are in these books and a couple of your other courses.
Well, I've always been an artist. I've always felt very drawn to the arts. But the way I got introduced to journals is being a young mother and needing some place that's private, but also something that I could take with me along the way, and that's easy to clean up when nap time's over. So that's where I started.
So very short periods of time that made you feel fulfilled, but even got to do some stuff. And so if that's what inspired you to create the journals, how did you dive even farther? Because the materials you use are so fun. I got so excited watching you create.
Well, once I got started in working small, I had to go larger, and I had to try all the new supplies. The kiddos grew up. I had more time for myself, and then I got to explore. So I didn't just stop creating when it wasn't convenient. I just started small when I could, little bits of time here and there, and then just my confidence just grew as my time opened up, and I could just keep going and exploring more.
And that's what you share in this. It starts very simple, but this is a great vintage book. She got it at a thrift shop, and you hardly see any words in the book anymore, but it still has such a great, artistic kind of, expression, and it's all these materials. And what would you tell someone that's curious about getting started in this, but isn't sure and is a little afraid and all of that?
I would just say, just follow your heart. Start now. Don't be afraid. Don't judge. It's just paper. It's just an old book. It's just a recycled, something you might have found at the thrift store. Just dive in, because you'll be so glad that you started.
Yes, and I can't thank you enough for bringing this to Create Arts Online and what people will get to learn. And then it's just very much like watching you work, but then they can take off on their own adventure and have their own creative voice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just take whatever you are inspired by what I'm doing and just make it your own.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.